We're now beginning learning unit number 3. Within this learning unit, you're going to be writing the second paper for this course. The idea behind this unit is to take a concept and see that you can apply that concept and use it as a way of reading a text or viewing a text and interpreting it for embedded meaning, or meaning that goes beyond the most obvious stated ideas within the text itself. The concept that we're going to be looking at is the concept of social order. Now, this concept will basically be explained in the lesson on social order, so make sure that you read that before you go further into this. Now, what you're going to be doing is taking this concept of social order and then applying it to a text that you choose. The details of this are explained in the Paper 2 assignment, which is within this learning unit. But the basic overview is this. You're going to get to choose whatever text you want. It could be a film, it could be a television show, it could be a novel, or another kind of related text. You're then going to take this concept of social order and look to see what ideas about social order that particular text that you've chosen might be implying, or what messages about social order it might be sending to its audience. These ideas about social order may not always be something that the writer or creator intended. Instead, it might be something that is there and it comes through in the plot and in the way the characters are presented. So it's going to be extremely important first that you start this unit by reading the lesson on social order itself, and then by reading the Paper 2 assignment. Now you're also going to see that I've incorporated a lesson in which I give you an actual example of a student who's done this assignment successfully. In that case, the student wrote an essay about the novel The Jungle Book. And they've pretty successfully done an analysis of the social order within that book and what the book is asking us to think about social order. The mistake that some people make with this assignment is that they simply look at how the text they've chosen, or what social order is actually taking place within the text they've chosen. Instead, you need to look at how we as the reader or viewer are being asked to think about that social order, because that will dramatically influence the actual ideas that are coming across about social order. So for example, if there is an order within the story in which a great injustice occurs, and we as the readers or viewers are asked to see that thing as a great injustice, then that's going to be implying that there's something improper about this social order. Or maybe the author is trying to imply that that order is something that should be changed. So you're not just looking for the social order that exists within the story. You're looking for what ideas the writer or creator is actually sending to us as the audience about that social order. Now, we're going to be reading 2 stories within this learning unit. But those 2 stories aren't really the texts that you're going to be writing your essay about. You may choose to use one of those, but I'm not limiting you to those 2 stories. We're only using those stories as an example so we can, in our class discussions within the discussion board, get into how you actually analyze a text to look for messages about social order. So those are really just case studies, or ways for us to practice this before you actually apply it to the text that you're going to choose for your paper. So before you go any further, read the lesson on social order and read the assignment itself. Then you can start moving into the other course lessons within this learning unit.